Oh my gosh, we have so much to talk about this morning. We've got winter alerts to talk about. Winter storm warning for the county shaded in pink. That includes Dade, Cedar, Hickory, St. Clair, Benton, and areas north and west. The rest of the Ozarks, including Greene County in that purple color, that's that winter weather advisory. All of these go until midnight Sunday morning. We've also got a flash flood watch in effect until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning for all of our counties. 2 to 4 inches of rainfall is expected through the day today. Right now, as you head out the door, a couple of scattered showers, maybe some lightning, maybe some rumbles of thunder, and we'll keep showers scattered in nature through the rest of the morning. It's 58 in Springfield right now, 60 out in Joplin. We have a severe threat to talk about for this afternoon. A line of showers and storms is going to push from northwest to southeast through the afternoon and into the evening hours. Almost all of the Ozarks in that slight risk, and what that means as we could see some damaging winds, localized flooding, and an isolated brief tornado is possible. So have a way to receive warnings now. With this same system, behind it is going to be colder air, and that's going to bring in some snow for the day tomorrow. 1 to 2 inches of snowfall is possible in Springfield, areas north and west of the interstate. 2 to 4 inches is possible in those areas in that winter storm warning. 4+ inches is possible. Areas south and east of Springfield, a dusting to maybe an inch is possible with this round of winter weather. Some good news is Sunday, lots of sunshine, temperatures in the 40s, and that goes for the same up in Kansas City if you're heading up to the Chiefs game. We're quiet through the rest of the weekend and into the beginning of next week. Finally thawing out on Monday with temperatures in the 50s, still in the 50s on Tuesday, and then we'll ride the temperature roller coaster for the middle and the end of next week.
All right, something new for you this morning. You've likely heard the phrase, preparation is key.
Well, it can be especially important to be prepared during times of potentially severe weather. You've heard Beth saying all weekend, could be this weekend for us. Color 10's Nigel McDonald joins us this morning to share one man's effort to do that.
Well, good morning, Lauren and Joe. After living in his home for a year and a half, Keith Sharp says he's learned a thing or two about what happens when it rains. Sharp's garage is far from typical, with only a few items touching the ground. He says the idea came to him after his home was flooded during a severe storm last October. Sharp says he built shelves to store items and added rocks as a buffer between him and the creek near his home. Sharp says it did take some time to build everything, but says it was worth it.
Becomes a different being when you get several inches of rain. I don't have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning knowing that things are off the ground when I realize the creek's coming up really fast. 364 days a year, this is a great place to live. So it's days like last October 6th and maybe tomorrow that we worry about the flooding.
Well, Sharp says he uses the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration app to track the water levels located just feet away from his home.
Nigel McDonald, thank you. A Springfield man is scheduled to be sentenced today in the death of a person dating back to 2016. Khalil Gaines pleaded guilty to second-degree murder last October. Court documents show Gaines and a second suspect, Chad Murphy, met Landon Bays in March of 2016 for a drug buy. During the meeting, Bays was shot and killed. Murphy's trial for second-degree murder is scheduled for this August.
And a Springfield woman who's accused of killing a man she met on an online dating site is set to be sentenced later today. Christina Duckett was found guilty of second-degree murder and armed criminal action last November. Police say she went on a movie date with Joshua Brooks in September 2018, but it ended with Duckett shooting him 3 times in the head.
The trial has wrapped up, but still no decision in the case of a man who ran from police and caused this fatal crash at Scenic in Mount Vernon back in April of 2018. Tommy Morris Jr. took the stand at the 3rd day of his bench trial, saying he feels he is to blame for Dana Sowart's death. Defense attorney Christopher Hatley has been trying to have Morris's charge lessened to involuntary manslaughter, while the prosecution pushes for second-degree murder. Now that the trial has ended, the judge has an indefinite amount of time to make a decision.
And some more local news. 3 dogs were abandoned at Busick State Park. They were found yesterday by 2 hikers, and after contacting the Conservation Department, teams at Rescue 1 went out to try to get them. The department told the hikers they were aware of the dogs being dumped there since Monday, but the department's job is not to take care of them, nor do they have the resources to do so. The hikers we spoke with are concerned with the upcoming cold weather.
We got some food and some water for them. They let us approach, and they were very timid. But as soon as they realized that we were feeding them, like, you could tell they haven't eaten in days. Like, it was the saddest thing.
We are a fish and wildlife agency. We take care of the fish forest and wildlife of Missouri. In that mandate of the Constitution, it's not domestic pets is not included. Even though it's not part of our jobs, as I said, we did call Humane Society, Route 66 Rescue, Christian County Sheriff, Rescue 1. I mean, like anybody else, we don't want to see these dogs out there either.
Now, Rescue 1's last attempt to find them was unsuccessful. If you may have seen them on the trail, you're asked to contact them.
Historic bushfires are prompting evacuations in Australia and threatening wildlife. Many people are pledging their help, maybe even you. But this morning we have a warning on where to donate. The internet age has opened up a new kind of donations, ones that are easier but significantly riskier. The Better Business Bureau says scammers use crises like this to start up fake charities. One telltale sign of fake is the lack of details on where funds go. They say if a charity asks for money orders, gift cards, or PayPal, there is a good chance it's fake.
Unfortunately, the scammers follow the tragedies. So, anytime that there's a tornado, a flood, earthquake, these things start popping up. So it's definitely a time to do more research than ever.
Carlin says Australia has its own list of charities you can donate to directly, and you can always go on the BBB website or give.org to find real charities.
And around the Ozarks, Governor Mike Parson has ordered flags to fly at half-staff this weekend to honor the firefighter who died in a house fire in Peculiar, Missouri. Charles McCormick died when he fell through the floor and into the basement of a burning home. His funeral is scheduled for tomorrow.
We have a few things happening on Google right now we need to let you know about, breaking just this hour. Harry Haynes has been pronounced dead at 27 years old. You might know him from American Horror Story. He starred in that.
That show's been on for about 10 years now. He's been on that cast for some time. And was there any other details behind that? As you said, 27, very young.
Yeah, no official cause of death, though his family has been very open on social media about his struggle with drug addiction and mental illness.
Okay. And then an interesting one that you were talking about coming out of Vermont, I believe?
Vermont, a Democratic lawmaker has proposed that anyone under the age of 21 in Vermont should not be allowed to have a cell phone, use a cell phone. If you're caught with one, it would even be punishable by jail time or a fine of $1,000.
Like, you mean cell phones, period?
Cell phones, yes. Oh, wow. Cell phones that we all have, like 5 inches away from us right now.
Right, that we use during the show to find out any breaking news and things.
Yes, but he says people 21 and younger, there are statistics that show texting while driving is a huge cause of death for our nation, and also that people use cell phones for bad, to bully people. In some cases, it's the root of terrorism online or extremism.
Interesting.
Well, I looked up our Missouri law to see, and right now it only bans texting and driving for people under the age of 21.
Right.
However, some people feel that it should ban all drivers, not just people under 21. Statistics show 1 out of every 4 car accidents in the U.S. is caused by texting and driving.
Because Missouri, we're one of, if not the only state that actually does not have that texting and driving law in place right there.
Yeah. It's interesting. I think, some of these things will happen regardless of age. But I am interested to see how far it gets through the legislature.
Yeah, no phone at all, 21 or younger. I'm not sure that'll go through, but maybe it'll get some good out of it with the laws. Right, right. Look, busy next few days weather-wise. You need to have the Color 10 weather app handy, right?
Yes, definitely get that. Make sure you have a way to get notifications because we do have severe weather potential this afternoon. We've got winter weather alerts for almost all of our counties. We've got a flash flood watch until 6 a.m. tomorrow for all of our counties. This afternoon, this has just been updated. The enhanced risk has now moved north of the state line. It does include all of our Arkansas counties. So an isolated tornado, damaging winds, flash flooding, all a concern for all of the Ozarks this afternoon. Here's your snow forecast. 1 to 2 inches is possible in Springfield. Good news is that we're quiet after tomorrow.
All right, thanks for watching and starting off your weekend with us. Hope it is safe and good.